In this video, I'm gonna show you how to do the initial setup on a Nothing Phone 4a and 4a Pro. So once you turn on your phone, first what you can do is you can of course choose the language. So here at the bottom, we can tap on the current language and then you can search for your language that you want to use. And also in some cases, like for example, in the case of English language, you can also choose the region. So once you select your language, you want to tap on this arrow in the middle of the phone in order to proceed. Then you can set up your Nothing Phone 4a or 4a Pro by using another device. So you can immediately copy some settings, accounts, some other stuff as well. So if you want to do that, you can just simply tap on Android device over here, or iPhone or iPad, depending what your previous phone is. Or you can just completely skip this by using this skip button here in the bottom left corner if you want to perform a clean setup. And this is something that I want to do, so I'm just gonna skip. And afterwards, we have the option to connect to a Wi-Fi network. So you most likely want to connect to your Wi-Fi in here. So if you find your network, you can just select it in here, enter the password, and then you can proceed. You can also set up your phone offline, or you can use your mobile network instead if you have inserted your SIM card into your phone. Once you just proceed, once you enter the password to your Wi-Fi network and so on, you should be able to wait for the next menu to appear. Now we can choose for who we want to set up this phone for. So in this case, we can choose either for myself or for my child. So in my case, I'm just gonna set it up for myself. And then we have the option to sign into a Google account. Now we can sign in with ease, as it is mentioned in here, by just going next, and then you can try to connect with or log into your account by using your phone number if it's associated to your Google account. Or you can just tap on skip in here if you want to, for example, skip that whole process, and then you can sign into your Google account by using your credentials, of course, so your email or phone number. You can also create a completely new account if that's what you want, or you can just completely skip the sign-in process if you don't want to sign into your Google account just yet. In my case, I'm gonna sign in, and of course after that, if you tap on the next, you need to enter the password and continue. If you do sign in, you need to agree to Google Terms of Service, so we need to tap on this I agree button, and now we need to wait again. Afterwards, you have the option to set up a password, in this case a PIN code, for your Nothing Phone 4a. And if you want to use a different password type other than PIN code, you can tap on Screen Lock Options and you can choose Pattern or Password instead. And if you don't want to set up a password just yet, then you can also do so by using this skip button here in the bottom left corner. Of course, if you enter your password, then you have to enter it again in order to confirm, and you should be able to proceed with the setup. In my case, I'm gonna skip for now. So I'm just gonna skip the setup here. Of course, later on in settings, you can still set up the password. That is not a problem. Then we have the option to copy apps and the data, or you can use the backup if you have on your Google Drive on the account that you signed into your Google account. So in that case, you can go next and you can try to use your backup. If you want to perform a clean setup like I do, then you can just tap on the Don't Copy in the bottom left corner. Then we have some Google services such as location, scanning of Wi-Fi and Bluetooth networks, and there is also the allow phone number verification, and also we can send usage and diagnostic data. So you can go through this list and decide which options you want to agree to and which options you want to deactivate. Now, one thing that I can recommend you to do specifically is to turn off scanning of Wi-Fi networks and Bluetooth, simply because it is not really recommended to, well, it's not like really it is recommended or not, but it is not really needed to use this feature all the time. It should not be, once again, not maybe should, but it doesn't have to be enabled all the time. That's what I'm trying to say. Simply because whenever the phone actually or any app needs to use Wi-Fi and Bluetooth scanning, then you will be informed about it and you can temporarily turn it on by yourself. And if you have these options deactivated, then you can actually save the battery quite a bit. So your battery may last longer with this option being deactivated. So just a small recommendation by me, but of course, after all, you can decide by yourself which options you want to use and which options you want to turn off. Once you are done, tap on accept in the bottom right corner, and then you have the option to use Google Backup. So if you want Google to back up your data, so we have photos and videos as well as other device data, which is listed in here. You can of course decide which of these things should be included by tapping on this checkbox. And then you can turn on the backup if you want to, but if you don't need Google Backups, then of course you can tap on Don't Backup here in the bottom left corner. Now we can choose our default browser and search engine that you are going to use from the beginning on your phone, so we can tap on Next. And first we have the selection of a browser. Now the list is quite long, so you can choose your favorite browser, and if you don't have any specific choice, or if you are not familiar with these browsers, you don't know which one to choose, I believe the most popular and the safest choice is going to be Google Chrome, either this or Firefox. And in my case, I'm just gonna choose Google Chrome. Of course, later on you can download another browser if you change your mind. That is not a problem as well. And then we can tap on Set as Default. And as for the search engine, the popular choice is of course Google, the most popular one. So I'm gonna set this one as default. Then we can continue the setup, or we can leave and get reminder. So if you continue, you can still go through additional setup options provided by Google. This is not the end of the setup. In my case, I'm gonna tap on continue just to show you what is next. So in here we have the information about QuickShare. So of course we can agree to immediately be able to use QuickShare. If you decide to not use it, you can still use QuickShare later on if you just open a QuickShare app or settings. Then we have the information about Gemini. So this is of course the digital assistant provided by Google. Then we have the option to set up Hey Google, so this is the voice activation of Gemini. If you want to be able to say Hey Google out loud in order to activate the Gemini, then you can tap on a turn on and then you will begin the setup, unless you actually did the setup before on your phone in the past. Sorry, not on your phone, on your account, on your Google account. So if you did, then you can just tap on turn on. If you didn't, if you tap on turn on, you have the setup where you have to say a couple of sentences out loud. On the other hand, if you don't really need this feature, if you don't really use Gemini that much, then of course you can tap on a no thanks. Then we have the option to set up Google Pay, so you can add your credit or debit card or payment card in general into your Nothing Phone 4a, so then you can easily pay with your phone. But you can also use, for example, Google Wallet later on, once you just have the access to your phone in general. So you can set it up later on if you don't really want to do that right now. If you want to, you can of course tap on add a card. In my case, I'm just gonna skip. Then we have additional options that we can go through right now. Like for example, we can add another Google account. We can review additional apps, which is usually bloatware. We have the option to change wallpaper. We can set up always on display and so on and so forth. So if you really need to do that right now, then of course feel free to do so. In my case, I'm just gonna tap on no thanks because I don't think that's really important at this moment. So now let's wait again. We should be able to now move on to the nothings settings or setup part. So in here we need to agree to terms and conditions provided by Nothing. Then we have the list of improvement programs that you can join if you want to. In my case, I'm gonna actually keep all of these options enabled, although in your case you might want to, for example, disable Nothing notifications if you find them annoying. Of course, I'm just gonna tap on next. Then we have the introduction to the Glyph interface, so a small description of what it is. So if you tap on next, you can see that it provides notifications. So certain notifications can be shown on the Glyph. Then we have the call recognition. So we have unique Glyph patterns that indicate who is calling. So you can assign apparently these patterns to certain people, to contacts. We have the information about the essential key, which is on the left side, which allows you to use the essential space pretty easily. Then we have the information about the Nothing OS 4.0. So here you can scroll through these options in order to find out what is new. And then we should be able to be almost done. Now you might see this install update immediately. So of course it is recommended to keep the latest version of the phone all the time. So I'm just gonna download and install the update. I'm just gonna tap on continue over here, and I should be able to get the update. So if you do have the update, of course, you probably want to wait until it is done, but we can also swipe up in here in order to proceed with the setup. Now here we can choose the visual style that we wish to use. We can choose the standard Android style, or you can go for this nothing style. And I'm gonna actually stick with the nothing one, and I'm gonna finish the setup. And there we go. Now we have access to our home screen and the app drawer. We have the information about the smart app drawer, and that is pretty much it. Of course, in the meantime, we can wait for the update, for the OS update. You can also go to settings in order to check for the system update. I believe if we go to system in here, there we go, here we have system updates. So you want to, of course, wait until it is done if you want to, or in the meantime, you can start doing a couple of additional things, like you can go through settings in order to adjust your phone to your needs. You can start downloading apps or updating them. And if you are actually not sure what to do at first, once you get your phone, once you have access to the home screen, then I can recommend you checking out my video, First Things to Do, on Nothing Phone 4a or 4a Pro. And that's pretty much it. And also, if you're looking for specific guides for this phone, you can also check out my channel or the playlist. There are a bunch of videos in there for this phone. Leave a like and subscribe.